just a television, isn't it?
I know. That's a bit wibbly wobbly.
That's because I kicked the table.
I know, I thought that was quite nice. But that's the shirt, dude. I'm so gutted that that's double XL. It's got my name written all over it, man.
What is it?
How the blooming devil are you guys and girls? It's only Sunday. Obviously we were uptown with doing our thing. Andrea came uptown with the intention of getting a new doormat. She was just questioning, is there any reason why you can't use a bath mat?
Well, especially if they've got like a rubber back to them, right?
Yeah, no, I know what you said. Hope you're winning, hope you're well. Should we get this day rolling? I reckon so. Fire up that intro. So I went a little bit crazy. I bought myself a jar of that MGA honey, not the 80 quid one, but we bought a jar of honey. I'd be interested, will it make my skin any better? Will it make me more intelligent? Will it make me take over the world? Who blooming well knows? We will only be able to, well, we'll have to just wait and find out, won't we? But I also went crazy and got myself a little tin, didn't I? Apart from that though, nothing awesome to report. Didn't buy any Hawaiian shirts. Didn't buy any books. Do you know what's most important? Didn't buy any stationery equipment. Can you believe it?
Now I've got to try and hang it up.
Oh, I'm sure you could do it. I have faith in you. I know you only bought it because of that. And I can't believe you're getting rid of my clock for that. See what I have to put up with. So the clock that I've had in my life for like what seems like, I don't know, probably 20 years or something, gets thrown to the wayside.
Didn't you also want to get rid of it though?
Not really, I was happy with that, it worked. But if you're saying that one's better, just because it's got your surname in it, then it's fine. So I bought some of this Manuka. I think that's how you pronounce it. Manuka honey. 300 plus MGOs. So I'm hoping that's going to make me completely like super genius, super take over the world. Obviously make me a better surfer and you know, all that sort of stuff. Even though it doesn't state it on the packaging, but it will do, obviously. Interested to see if there is any benefit or any sort of, any sense or feeling of benefit off that. Which leads me to kind of a random thought that I've been having over the last, I don't know, 48 hours at least. So, without giving you a huge load of context, breaking it down briefly, out of one of the many purchases that I've made in the last month, one of them, since buying, has kind of dawned on me that it wasn't out of the fact of wanting it. It was more stemmed off of, one, wanting to support the company, and then two, hoping that it would give visibility to the company for me from purchasing it. So you're kind of buying it in all the wrong essences, or like with all of the underlying, like it's just wrong in the point of why you bought it. And that kind of got me on to thinking, how many items, purchases do we make where in actual fact, it's not the reflection that it would have on us, i.e. the joy that it brings us, or the feeling of comfort for having it, but more stemmed off of the visual aspect of being somebody that owns it. And we can take that to full extremes. You know, like whether it's just having a flash card, a flash house, the flash photos for Instagram, whatever it is, you know, showing the perfect life on socials. But just the small purchases, whether it's just down to the fact of items of clothing, you could argue maybe that honey. Have I bought that honey to see if there is a health benefit from it? Am I going to be able to see that health benefit from it? Or am I just being sold? Am I being sold a product on the fact that its value in its expense of purchase gives me a feeling of the fact that it's got to be beneficial to having it? Interesting thought. So, staying on purchases, I did see this, and I've seen this written on a plaque before, and I didn't buy it. And then I see this one today, and it was only £2. It was in a charity shop, so we love it. But life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Needed it, didn't I? But why did I need it? Did I need it because it brings me joy? Do I need it because it sends me a strong and positive message that I need to embody into my lifestyle? Or did I buy it just purely due to the fact that it would make for good content? I'll be interested to see how many of you question yourselves over the next purchases you make, and whether what lies at the root of that purchase. Does it make a benefit to your life? Does it bring you joy? Does it bring you a sense of comfort in its presence? Or are you just buying it for the visual aspect of what it may represent to others?
In time, what was your PPA for this week? Positive, right? None of that freaking negative bullshit, Grommy, right? Anyway, so awareness, yes, but it's cheap, but it's...
It is true though, man. I am a Fruit Loop. Well, I don't think I'll be doing the ironing for the king anytime soon, but nevertheless, we've done what I needed to do to try to make the very best of what we've got for this photo shoot thing tomorrow at work. So yeah, sometimes, man, you just got to get down in the weeds and sort it out yourself, you know. You want something doing? Got to do it yourself. What another epic little day it's been. Weather, spot on. Company, awesome as always. It's always awesome when I'm with Andrea. Apart from that, it's just been super chilled. I managed to do a couple of little chores, jobs, things. Obviously managed to get that backdrop ironed, which you would have seen. Yeah, talk about putting the effort to try to make the payoff, you know. So sometimes you just got to do those kind of things, right? But another little side thought for the day was I've been sharing a lot and trying to tweet a lot and just trying to, I don't know, get some traction and some movement and some, I don't know, something happening on my Twitter. I'd neglected it for so long, and if I'm honest, when the platform changed from Twitter to X, and obviously like the subscription or the blue tick thing came in, seems like you just don't get a lot of coverage. You sure as hell don't get nowhere near as much kind of two-way communication going anymore. And I don't know, they're just there's still some dieharders on there. Obviously the legendary Alvin just makes Twitter, that platform, just awesome, because he is an absolute god. And even if out of all of the people that follow me on that platform, if he's the guy that just keeps supporting and pushing out what I do, then that is even more than I could have ever dreamt of from that platform. But one tweet that I did put out today, which kind of set home something, which was to think where the vlog started, in the sense of it being following my sort of dealings and daily struggle, really, which was mental health, like depression, if I'm honest, like just in a really bad and dark place. And it wasn't about the position, like in reality of where I was, it was just the reality of what was going on in my head and where I was mentally, and the struggle and the negative and the battle, which is kind of trying to change that mindset and get away from all of the things that I won't bother doing such things because it will go wrong, or I'm not going to go and do that because it will just, something bad will happen, or just I can't even explain it. It would take like a whole video to just get to where that was. But looking back to see just like, you know, 5 years and wanting the change, and then trying your very best every day to kind of implement just a small step, whether it is just a mental step. Nobody else on the outside is ever going to see that, but that work and that daily kind of just incentivizing yourself to want to pull yourself out of those places. Yeah, to think 5 years and where we've got from and to gives me hope for the next 5 years from now. Because anything, you don't need the January the 1st to start a New Year's resolution. Every day that we get on this planet, you have that opportunity to put something in place that you want to change or strive to, or just work towards. It might not happen today, it might not happen next week, it might not happen for the next 5 years, it could take decades. But as long as you implement it, put it in your mind's eye and on that kind of mental noteboard to say, this is the direction that I'm heading and this is where I want to be. You still might not never make it there, but as long as you're in your head getting there, pushing towards that, who knows where you'll be in some said amount of time. On that note, guys and girls, I hope you've had a fantastic day. I hope you've had an awesome weekend. If you're watching this when it went live, I really hope that your week got off to a good start. What have you implemented in today's experience to gain further towards that goal tomorrow? Something like that. Anyway, have a fantastic evening. Stay awesome, stay focused, stay positive, and I'll see you sometime. Have a good one.